Hello friends, family, Facebook people. Happy Monday. It is of course Lou here and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just hanging out here in Pyro with my main squeeze Panda over the road, which, here we go, wait one moment while I flip it. I'm about to catch up with one of my clients and I'm a little early, so I've been hanging out on social, doing my thing, and thought I might jump on and talk to all of you guys as well about something that I have been talking to a lot of people about lately, and something I've been noticing with old mate Instagram and the use of hashtags. So you might be, if you're not using LinkedIn to grow your business, then that's cool. But this, may be interesting to you. But if you are using LinkedIn to grow your business, then using hashtags might be a little bit complicated for you. And you might be kind of wondering if you're doing it right. So I thought I would give you a bit of a helping hand here today with that platform. So first and foremost, Instagram, of course, introduced hashtags. Now, hashtags are basically they're a tool for marketing, right? There's multiple ways to use them on Instagram. I'm not going to go into that. If you've got questions about it, please let me know. But it is a functionality that Instagram brought into our world. Facebook, however, not so much. Even though they're both owned by the Facebook Incorporated group, Instagram is the main platform for hashtags. Facebook, very much not so. They're really cool if you want to be able to find things easy, but they didn't take off the first time around when they were being utilized on that platform. They were very much known to Instagram. People didn't like seeing them on Facebook. And even though they're trying to bring the hashtag back a little bit with Facebook, my expert opinion is that it's still just not going to take off. So that's, I guess, where it kind of originated from. Then, of course, we've got old mate LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is not owned by the Facebook Incorporated group. LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. LinkedIn also gives you the capacity to use hashtags. And I'm often asked by people around, how to use hashtags on all the different platforms and what works and what doesn't. And I wanted to share a little bit of a secret today with LinkedIn around their hashtag strategy. So Instagram, you get up to 30 hashtags per post to use. So if I've put 28 in my post and then I've used 2 more in my comments, then I can't use any more. Other people can, but I cannot. So that, I guess, is the maximum amount that we can use on any one Instagram post. Now, I'm not actually sure if LinkedIn has a limit on how many you can use. I've never personally tried to see how many I can add. But what I can tell you is that where Instagram suggests that you use 30, LinkedIn's recommended number is 1, 2, 3. If I've said that right. 3. So, which may seem a little bit weird, right? Like, why would we only have 3 when we can use lots? But I guess the point of it is that we use them for different things. So for Instagram, people, if you're like me and you grow a business on there, you use the hashtags to be able to get in front of different people. You use the hashtags to be able to find potential ideal customers and clients. Follow different hashtags because that content, Instagram is very driven around the hashtag. Like, it's a very big feature of that platform. Whereas LinkedIn isn't as much. The hashtags are really great on LinkedIn for people that, I guess, are actually looking for something particular. The users of Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, particularly between Instagram and LinkedIn, they're quite different. They're quite unique. Instagram, you get a combination of businesses and people just using it for fun. You still get that on LinkedIn, but it is very much more a professional platform where people are in there, like they're on there with an intent and with a purpose around their career, around their job, around their business. So you can essentially, use the search engine to find a specific just like we can Instagram, but we can go and look for a specific hashtag to then be able to get some information or do some research or get in touch with someone on that specific area that we're used to or that we're actually looking for. But they're not really a main feature of the platform itself at this time. So again, as well, like if you are taking your, you can take the same strategy to create your Instagram, or that you use to create your Instagram hashtag. You just duplicate that to be able to, use your LinkedIn hashtags. But you also, you do need to make sure that those hashtags are actually relevant. So for example, on Instagram, there is a hashtag which is hashtag inspire my day or something like that, or inspire IG daily or whatever it may be. So you wouldn't copy and paste that same hashtag and put it onto LinkedIn because it's completely irrelevant, and chances are that hashtag doesn't even exist on LinkedIn. So therefore you're using a tool that is not present, and if people are reading your post and looking at your hashtag, you look a little bit silly. Especially for people that utilize hashtags for their advantage, for researching and for finding different pieces of information about that topic. I see quite a number of people that are utilizing all of their hashtags from Instagram and then putting them onto LinkedIn, and some of them are irrelevant and some of them make absolutely no sense. And I guess if you're doing that, then I highly recommend that you change that strategy, because you're not using them to your advantage, right? The point of the hashtag is to get your post in front of your ideal customer or client, not just use hashtags for shits and giggles. So what I would be doing and what I would suggest is, if you have created hashtags for Instagram and you want to use those similar hashtags on LinkedIn, then you just need to go over to the search engine and put your hashtag in, and then it's going to come up with that hashtag that you're wanting to see if it's actually on the platform right now. And that you'll get a drop down box. So if I put in there hashtag digital marketing strategist, chances are it's on there, and it is. But I can take that same hashtag from Instagram, I can go and put it up into the search engine for LinkedIn, I can get the box, I can then go and check that out, and I can see if that is relevant for me to be using, and if the right people, I guess, are either following it or looking at it, etc. If I'm going to do something like hashtag celebrate every day, which I may use on Instagram, I want to go and see if that currently exists on LinkedIn. And if it doesn't, then I'm not going to use it. And if it does and it's relevant, then that's great. But I'm needing to actually use my hashtags with intent. And I'm only wanting to use 3. And again, one of the reasons for that is that the post looks much better when you don't have, 30 odd hashtags underneath your actual caption. But also, I guess, again, they're not used as the same tools or as the same purpose as Instagram. So that is, I guess, what I wanted to share. If you are on LinkedIn and you're using it to grow a business and the whole hashtag thing has been kind of confusing you a little bit, I hope that kind of makes sense as to how you go about using what you've already learned and what you already know with Instagram, but bringing it onto that platform, and also just being able to use them with intent and with purpose and relevance. So that is it. I need to get going. My client has just walked in the door, so I better get a wriggle on and go over for our meeting. But if you've got questions around hashtags on Instagram or hashtags on LinkedIn, or why we don't use them on Facebook, then please go ahead, drop them down below in the comments so that I can answer those for you. So have an absolutely wonderful Monday, and I will talk more things digital marketing strategy in the days to come. Bye.